All right, everybody. Hello to you. I hope you guys are all enjoying your day. We are looking at mostly cloudy skies out there right now, and I think that is generally going to be the case as we head through the daytime today. Let me know, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are enjoying your afternoon. It is Wednesday, hump day. We are getting close to the Friday mark. Just a couple more days to go. And actually, I'll give you a little preview. It looks like this weekend is looking much nicer. We're going to see some sunshine out there, and also temperatures will warm up as well. And I have some even better news for you. Next week looks very, very mild. You could probably use the word warm as well. So it's going to be very nice as we head into next week. But later on this evening and tonight, things aren't going to look too nice, especially if you are for areas inland. I think areas north of Lewiston and Augusta, you could definitely be looking at some slick travel, as we are going to see some freezing rain develop throughout the region. Mary, hello. Hope you are well. A winter weather advisory has been posted for areas north of Portland, not including the coastline. Is down towards the coast. I am expecting generally rain showers for that area, but we are going to see ice develop as we head into later on this evening and tonight inland, where the purple shading is. And this includes areas like Lewiston, Freiburg. We are going to see areas like Oxford County looking at some slick commute as well. And that is going to continue into early on Thursday morning. Let's get a look at the satellite and radar. Oh, let me go back to the first zoom. And you can see that, yeah, we are looking at some areas over towards Ottawa. We're looking at some icy mix out there right now. And then notice a line of, unfortunately, severe thunderstorms down towards, just past through areas like Chicago, on its way over to Detroit, Michigan. And this eventually will move in as we head into the afternoon and evening on Thursday. But really, the threat for any ice is going to be with that first system you can see about to move into areas north of Vermont, north of New York, north of New Hampshire. That is all going to move in really over the next hour or two up towards the far north as some snow, and then eventually into areas, like Augusta and Bangor as a bit of a wintry mix, generally in the form of freezing rain. So that, of course, is probably one of the slickest and, dangerous of the really three winter precipitation types, sleet, snow, freezing rain. Freezing rain is, I think most people would agree, by far the worst, precipitation you can get, only because you really can't see it sometimes, and it absolutely can cause very slick roads and traffic accidents and stuff like that. So it can be really bad. I think, we're not going to see a devastating storm in terms of ice, but, it doesn't take too much to make things slippery throughout the region. Let's zoom in a little bit closer. You can see mainly cloudy skies out there right now. A few snow showers up towards Greenville. Other than that, we are looking mainly good. And let's get a look now at the temperatures. We're looking at 30s for the most part now, mid to upper 30s for the most part right now, 40 degrees in Sanford. However, these temperatures, believe it or not, are actually going to fall a couple degrees by the time we get to later on this afternoon and evening. And that's going to be the case as temperatures fall a few more degrees through the overnight period. The wind's not too bad out of the north and east, anywhere between about 5 to 15 miles per hour. A bit breezier down towards the coast, at least in some spots, 13 miles per hour sustained in Portland, 16 over towards Portsmouth. And as we look at the temperatures throughout the country, we are looking at some very warm temperatures down to our south. I mean, it's almost 60 degrees in Buffalo, but it's 37 in Portland, nearly 70 in the Chicago area, and near 80 down towards Washington, D.C. So down to our south and west, much warmer. And then take a look over towards Kansas City. The temperature is only 36 degrees. So that is a very potent cold front that is going to move through. And unfortunately, that cold front is going to cause some severe weather well down to our south and west into the Ohio Valley as we head through the nighttime tonight. Or the afternoon and evening, I should say. Let's get a look at the headlines for today. Mainly cloudy skies, a few snow showers up towards the far north, like Greenville, over towards areas in Oxford County, over towards the far north in Aroostook County. Then rain showers develop down towards the coast later on today. And that will unfortunately be ice inland. Augusta, Lewiston north. That is the best chance. Areas like Sanford and points north. That's where we are going to see some of this freezing rain develop. Areas like Freiburg, you're likely to see some icy mix develop throughout that part of the state. And this is the good news to the forecast. I could have put in, something about the weekend being dry, but we're going to see some very warm temperatures as we head through the 7-day forecast. And that is at the end of our forecast. And I also talk about that a little more detail as well. Now, the cloudy skies will continue through the afternoon. Temperatures will fall a few degrees. You can see right now we're around 37, but by the time we get to later on today, we're talking the low to mid 30s for the most part. And the forecast for tonight, we will see rain showers down towards the coast. Freezing rain will develop inland with temperatures in the lower 30s. The further north you go, mid 30s down towards the coastline. So let's get a look at the temperature forecast for tonight in more detail. You can see areas like Wiscasset over towards Portland. As long as the temperature is 34, 35, even 33, even though that's pushing it, 33 degrees, you're probably okay because, of course, you need the surfaces below that freezing mark. If the surface, the ground surface, of course, is above the freezing mark, you're probably going to be okay, even if the temperature is around 32 degrees. So I think when you're talking 34, it's very, very difficult to get freezing rain. But areas like Augusta, Lewiston, Rumford, especially 31 in Freiburg, now you're talking 32 degrees or colder in those areas. And that is why we are worried about some freezing rain, as rain will move in later on this evening and tonight. So let's time this out. This pink shading shows where we are looking at for the best chance of some of that freezing rain. The blue indicates, of course, snow, and then rain showers in the green. And again, Lewiston, Augusta north, that is the best chance. Freiburg, areas like Jackman, Rangeley, Bangor, you're going to see some freezing rain as we head through later on this afternoon, this evening. This is 10 o'clock, showing some of that pink, indicating some of that freezing rain. And so if you're heading out for the midnight shift tonight or early tomorrow morning, even into about 8 or 9 o'clock, you are going to have to watch the roads. You're going to have to watch your step, watch the sidewalks, the driveways, anything. If you're taking the dog out for a walk tomorrow morning, we could be looking at some slick travel in those areas. Down towards the coast, you can see it's generally just in the form of rain. And that'll be the case as we head into the afternoon as well. And then notice 11, 12 o'clock, I think we could see a peak or two of sunshine. Otherwise, mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures warm up on Thursday as well. I'll show you that in a second. There's that cold front that I was just talking about where we could see a period of rain later on Thursday afternoon through the evening, especially down to the south. It could come down at a pretty good clip. Now, could we see a thunderstorm or rumble of thunder? Yeah, I think so. But I nothing severe like what they're seeing out in the Midwest and have seen for the past, week or two, at least not every day, but every once in a while. They've been looking at some severe weather that moves on out, and then we are going to dry out and the sunshine returns on Friday. The pink area indicates where the best chances are for the icy mix to develop with freezing rain. I would include the Lewiston and Augusta area for some of that icy mix. Now, this computer model doesn't exactly, show it, but other ones do show some ice developing in around Augusta, Lewiston. So if you're in those areas, you're not out of the clear. Just definitely watch your step. Portland, you're fine. Portsmouth, you're looking at all rain with this system. This is generally going to be an inland and mountain situation. Cloudy skies for the daytime today. Some showers will develop down towards Portland area. This is for tomorrow. This is not today. This is tomorrow on Thursday. Notice temperature near 50 degrees, and rain will develop later in the day as that cold front swings on through. Temperatures, look at that, in the 50s for the most part. 55 Portland, 59 in Sanford. So it's going to be mild out there for the day tomorrow. But let's talk about the good stuff. This right here is the good stuff. This is 6 to 10 day outlook temperature-wise. The Climate Prediction Center has us in a very, very high chance of seeing above average temperatures. Now, this is 6 to 10, so let's go to 8 to 14. So over the next really week or two, once we get past the next couple days, really today is going to be the coldest day, I think, by far that we see over the next couple weeks. And you can see the Climate Prediction Center still putting us in a very high chance of seeing above average temperatures. Let's get a look at the coastline for the next several days. Chance for showers. We head into the day on Thursday later in the day. We're going to see mostly dry conditions on Friday. It will be windy, though. We could be looking at wind gusts upwards of 40 miles per hour when we get to the day on Friday. And then Saturday, Sunday, temperatures, Easter. This is actually the wrong graphic. This is why I'm a little bit confused. But let me go through this. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, of course, Easter is Sunday. We're going to be dry with mainly sunny skies. And then look at those temperatures. By the time we get into next week, we could be looking at 60s and maybe near 70 degrees in some parts of the state. So ignore the fact that the bunny is on Monday. That is not true. The bunny is supposed to be on Sunday. That is, of course, my fault. And I apologize for that. But yeah, so you get the general idea of the forecast. We are going to stay dry. Friday is a dry day. And then we are going to see windy conditions for the day on Friday as well. So yeah, overall, really not too bad. Let's just get through the next day and a half or so and watching that icy mix as we head through the inland areas on for later on this afternoon and into tonight. Let me snap back a little bit to this graphic. I just want to talk about this for anybody that's just joining. Lisa, good morning. Hope you are doing well. Yes, I agree, Susan. I want spring too. I'm at the point. Forget winter, forget snow, forget all that stuff. Bring on the warmth. I want to be outside, and I'm sure pretty much everybody agrees with that. I love snow more than the next guy, or as much at least. And I always get to that point in the spring. It's really this time of the year, late March into early April, where it's like, okay, the snowpack, any snow piles are all completely black with just salt and sand, and it's just nasty. Let's get that out of here. Let's bring on the sunshine. Yuck. That's a good way of putting it. Mary, I am doing good as well. This is my Monday, so I'm ready. But starting off my Monday with a bang with this icy mix later on this afternoon and into the evening. But I'm pretty sure, and please correct me if I'm wrong, I think you're down towards Connecticut. I remember you from my other job, and at least Connecticut, you were looking good and very mild down that way as we head into next week as well. So I hope you enjoy that. All right, I have to get ready for the noon, and I'm also doing a special later on, not really a special, but just talking about some of this warmer air moving in, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be in the 5:30 hour this evening. So maybe you want to tune into that. I'll be talking a little more detail on, why we're looking at some of that warmer air moving in. I'll be back on at noon, and of course, you can get your forecast with Charlie later on this evening. Hope you guys all enjoy your day and hope you have a good one. But also, if you're up towards inland areas, Lewiston, Augusta, North, just be careful later on tonight and into early tomorrow. Morning temperatures quickly rebound as we head into the morning hours tomorrow. I think most areas are looking at temperatures near 40 by the time we get to the morning hours, 9-10 o'clock in the morning. Cameron, I'll speak on that for a second. A close call. It's a very close call because Lewiston, Auburn, they are going to be right on the line of some of this ice. So while I think there's a chance for maybe a delay, closing, I would say, is maybe a little too extreme, but I do think there is at least the chance for a delay. It really just depends. What does it look like tomorrow morning at 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning? If I would up towards the further north you go, I think there's the better chance. But Lewiston, Auburn is directly on that line of seeing rain over compared to just, freezing rain. So we'll see Lewiston, Auburn, areas like that. But again, hope you guys have a great day and enjoy your Wednesday.